Halloween nights always feel different. The air is colder, the streets are quieter, and even the silence seems alive. People put on masks to be someone else, but sometimes the things hiding behind those masks aren't pretending. Tonight I'll share 3 true stories that happened on Halloween. Real people, real fear, and moments that never left them the same again. So turn off the lights, take a breath, and remember, the scariest part of Halloween isn't the costumes, it's the people who don't need one. It was late on Halloween night, 2016. A man named David had just moved into a small rental house on the edge of a quiet town in Ohio. He didn't know many people yet, and he wasn't expecting any trick-or-treaters at that hour. He was sitting in his living room, scrolling through his phone, when he heard it. 3 slow knocks on the front window. Not the door, the window. He froze. There was no reason for anyone to knock there. At first, he thought it might be a branch or an animal, but then it happened again. 3 steady knocks, louder this time, measured, human. David stood up and approached the window slowly. His heart pounded. He tried to see through the glass, but the porch light barely reached the edge of the yard. Then he noticed something, a shape standing still in the dark. A tall figure, no movement, no sound. He called out, asking who it was. Nothing. The figure didn't move, so he reached for his phone and turned on the flashlight, pointing it outside. But when the beam hit the glass, there was no one there. David's chest tightened. He locked the door, pulled the curtain shut, and tried to shake it off. Maybe some kid playing a prank, he told himself. He went back to the couch and turned on the TV. But minutes later, he felt it, someone watching him again. This time, the sound came from the kitchen. Soft footsteps moving slowly across the linoleum. He froze. The only other way in was the back door. He picked up a kitchen knife, heart racing, and stepped toward the sound. He whispered, "Who's there?" But again, nothing. When he turned on the light, the back door was wide open. He ran to the door, slammed it shut, locked every window, every latch. Then he noticed something on the floor, muddy footprints. They came from outside and stopped right beneath the window he'd heard the first knocks on. He called the police. They arrived 15 minutes later, searched the property, but found nothing. No footprints outside, no sign of forced entry. The officer told him it was probably a Halloween prank. But when David woke up the next morning, there was something new on his front porch, a small, old-fashioned mask. It wasn't plastic. It looked handmade, stitched leather with small holes for the eyes. He'd never seen anything like it before. And under the mask was a note written in shaky handwriting. "I like your house. You should keep your curtains open more often." David moved out a week later. The landlord said no one had rented that house since, because every Halloween night after that, the neighbors still hear it. 3 slow knocks on that same window. If this story kept you looking over your shoulder tonight, then you already know what to do. Subscribe and stay close. There are more true nightmares waiting for you.